What's up, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to Pourmichiganbeer. What's happening, guys? Welcome back. I am fresh out of the gym, and I thought, guys, hey, let's have a beer. I haven't done this in a while, have not done a review. I thought it was time and very, very overdue. So, hey, life's about balance. I just got a good lift in, guys. So now it's time to drink some beer. It is Saturday. I have the rest of the evening off, guys. So here we go. We're running right into this one. This is going to be Dragon's Milk Reserve, a bourbon barrel-aged stout with peanut butter, cocoa nibs, and natural flavors, guys. 2021 Reserve 1. So that's what this is, guys. The label's true to what I just said. And again, it seems like New Holland has been doing a lot of different variants lately. They've been releasing a lot of different kinds of beers and beers I haven't seen from them before. I think I just had, not too long ago, maybe a month ago, the peanut butter poet. So it was another version of the poet that I hadn't seen before, guys. So now we're doing another peanut butter stout. Why not? I love peanut butter. I love stouts, guys, but I have not been getting into them lately. The weather's getting a little bit nicer in northern Michigan. I've been drinking lighter beers. So this is going to be one of the heavier beers I drink as of late. So this is going to be 10% ABV. I cannot see the bottle on date, guys, but something tells me that this was either a January or February release. I want to say it's February, maybe February 1st or so, but hard for me to see. So this isn't very old. It's probably a little bit over a month old at most. But it's a stout, and it's barrel-aged, and we don't care. So on the back, this reserve is a rich and nutty take on our legendary bourbon barrel-aged stout. Waves of smooth, velvety flavors wash over your taste buds to conjure a familiar taste of peanut butter cups. Aged in select bourbon barrels for 3 months and finished with massive amounts of real peanut butter and cocoa nibs. Not cacao. I've never said cacao. Our latest reserve is indulgent experience that is sure to satisfy your sweet tooth, guys. So I think this is sitting around $16.99 for a 4-pack, so I think it is a tad bit more expensive than the base Dragon's Milk. So yeah, guys, take it for what you will. I think it's just here for a limited run, so get it while you can. Let's go to the pour. Oh, that's like a caramel brown. It's certainly not black pouring, guys. Quite caramely and honey brown. That's strange. I did not expect that coming out, but cola in the glass. Good carbonation stream to the top. Barely a head, guys. Very off khaki tan head that is barely even in the tan category. I'd say it's almost translucent or a clear kind of outer ring of head that barely has any brown to it. That's actually quite strange. I did not expect that. But yeah, there's a tiny ring that just kind of vanished there, guys. So not really a head to this beer. Let's go to an aroma. That's peanut butter. Chocolatey, rich peanut butter. I mean, Jif peanut butter hanging right in the jar, fresh opened, right to your nose, guys. The peanut butter's sticking out a lot more than I thought it would. I thought maybe it'd be a little bit more subtle, but peanut butter's really jumping at you. Maybe some rich molasses, maybe some roasted malts in here, but really the peanut butter is the strong factor coming right at you. And by the way, this is sitting probably around 60 degrees, guys. It's been sitting out of the fridge for days. I have not cracked into this one. So it's probably around 60 degrees right now. It's in the basement. So it's room temperature as can be. So let's go to cheers, guys. This is Dragon's Milk Reserve, peanut butter, version 1. Let's go to it. Whew. Whew. That's got some heat on the back end. 10%. Certainly bring in the booze factor on the back end. You're hit with a wave of peanut butter. Not as bold peanut butter as I expected because the nose is so strong, guys. The aroma, a lot more dense and forward hitting you in the nose more than the taste buds, actually. So that's interesting. The booze, very predominant on the back end in my first sip, but let me take another swig to get my taste buds acclimated here, guys. Man, that's drinking so hot on the back end. First impression, I almost wish that this beer was colder because I need it actually to mask some of this booziness. It's not that it's so boozy that I can't enjoy it. It's just that it's like hot. It's got this gasoline, kerosene finish to it on the back end. It is, in a sense, hot to the mouth. I mean, it's just not where I want that back end to be. And this is only sitting at 10%, guys. This isn't like it's a 12, 13, 14% beer. Some of those beers that are bourbon barrel aged actually seem to have less booziness than maybe this one so far, but that's just my first thought that's coming out of my head here, guys. Let me dive back in here. It's like the heat of the booze is cutting the flavors on the front end, guys. Like the peanut butter's there, but it vanishes. And then it goes into like some cocoa dust, kind of cocoa powder kind of thing. It's quite dry. It's not sticky to me. It's not, the mouthfeel isn't as oily or coating as I'd like it to be. It seems to have a lighter body to it for being a bourbon barrel aged stout. But the flavors, that the milk chocolate or dark chocolates on the front end that is kind of combined with peanut butter and cocoa powder, it just vanishes into the abyss on the back end, and you're hit with just an abrupt booziness. And those are really my initial thoughts, guys, after a few sips, and I thought maybe that would go away, and it hasn't yet. Man, that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, there's just a lot of booze on the back end, guys. It's hot. Again, it's like gasoline, kerosene on the back end, just kind of inhaling fumes at a gas station. I hate that I'm saying that, but that's my impression on the back end. I would say the booziness does, in fact, interfere with the adjuncts on the front end. Again, I get some kind of cocoa powder, cocoa dust kind of thing. The nose, a lot more peanut butter forward than the aroma, or I mean than the taste. I'm sorry, the aroma is much stronger than the taste. And even now, I don't know if it's because I've tasted it now. Now the peanut butter doesn't seem as strong or firm on this beer, guys. It kind of gets lost in that booziness on the back end. So maybe drink this one colder. I feel like this kind of flawed the beer, but honestly, guys, that's how you actually can rate a beer and judge it the best, is at room temperature, especially being a bourbon barrel-aged stout. There's no reason for it to be ice cold. So I am quite disappointed that this booziness has, in fact, interfered with some of the qualities on this beer and kind of muted it, muddled it, and it's kind of a watered-down version of a stout that I didn't really anticipate going in here, guys. Yeah, I get muted peanut butter. I mean, very, very muted. It's dry. There is some roasty, dark malts on this beer that kind of do mesh well throughout the whole palate. But really, guys, again, you get kind of lost and watered down on that back end, a boozy, watered down back end that does kind of ruin the beer for me. I'm a little bit disappointed. I expected a little bit more out of this from New Holland, but they don't need me to tell them that, guys. They make mighty fine beers. Maybe I'm just not a fan of this one. It seems like the adjuncts in this kind of get lost. Again, muddled down, watered down version of Dragon's Milk. I do get some of the base in this beer, but the adjuncts, to me, lost on the back end to a very, very light mouthfeel, watered down mouthfeel, and booziness, guys. And yeah, the booziness is going away. The more I drink it, of course, your palate adjusts, but I wish the adjuncts were a little bit stronger in this beer. Yeah, it's there, guys. It's just, there's not enough oomph to this beer. I want a little bit more push from the peanut butter, from chocolates, maybe some cocoa. Just really, really not being able to break through those layers and get down to the bottom of those adjuncts, guys. So rating, guys, for me, unfortunately, I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5. It wasn't my favorite stout I've had as of late. Dragon's Milk, I'm not a huge Dragon's Milk guy to begin with. I mean, they're OG in Michigan for being an awesome, awesome stout, guys. You know, they're very well known in Michigan. They've been around the block for a long time. But yeah, for this being an adjunct, a reserve, kind of was hoping for more, guys. It is what it is. I'll move on to the next New Holland beer. They're very good at making beers. Yeah, 3.5 for me. It's been another episode of Pour Michigan Beer, guys. Be safe, drink beer, have a great weekend.